This build is by far the strongest build in Mechwarrior 5 clans. It is so strong, some people consider it to be unfair. Hi friends, I'm TTB, welcome back to Clan Engineering. Today's build is the Direwolf in a 15 medium pulse laser loadout that will turn any mech you see into slag in a matter of seconds. And we're not talking 9 seconds, we're talking like 3 seconds. You will one-shot most mechs in the game if you get a concentrated burn on the city. It is that strong, especially if you're struggling with the game, and quite a lot of you guys have let me know that you're kind of struggling with the final few missions because the amount of enemies sent at you is quite staggering. But I can promise you, if you run a build like this, you are going to tear through them, clan style. Let's go have a look at the build in detail. I'll show you how to build it, and then I'll show you what it does. Here we are in our mech lab, guys. Of course, we're using the Direwolf. The standard loadout is the prime loadout, and with the prime loadout, you can already do an 8 medium pulse laser variant using both the right arm and the left arm, and then you could, for example, add a Gauss rifle on top of that, and you will have a pretty solid mech to start with. If you want to build this exact build, you will need the following. You need the right torso, the head component, and the left torso of the S Omnipod. Direwolf S Omnipod set is this one. Yeah, that gives you 2 hard mounts in the right torso, 1 in the head and 1 in the left torso for energy weapons. And then you also want the torso W variant because that allows you to house 2 medium pulse lasers in the torso. There is an alternative build that you can do if you want more tankiness on your CT. Yeah, it's definitely possible. You can go ahead and remove one of the medium pulse lasers and, for example, instead go with the Direwolf Bravo Center torso. That will allow you to mount 1 medium pulse laser instead of 2, so we'll have 14 instead of 15 total, but you can add a full ton of extra armor onto your CT, which might be a good idea for the last missions because those high-end enemies tend to focus your torso and your CT especially quite a bit. But this is the full-on firepower build. And as you can see, we're doing 105 damage pinpoint. Let's see if that calculation is correct. Well, we're doing a total of 7 damage per laser. We've got 15 of them. That is 105 damage. Beautiful. Total armor value for this build is going to be at 912, so you are fairly tanky. You can get that even higher, like I said, if you remove one of the medium pulse lasers. This build is designed in a way that you also have a lot of cooling, 4.4 cooling throughout the mech. This DPS value is slightly wrong right here because it is not factoring in pilot skills, of course, as well. And I've had a little bit of a look at all of that, and yeah, you can get the DPS up quite high, especially if you look at the research tab and look at what we can do in terms of those weapons. I've calculated it all together. It is around or close to 40 DPS for this mech. That's insane. At the range, it says a max range right here, 756 meters. That means our optimal range is around 400 meters with our medium pulses. Of course, factor in the pilot skill tree. We will see that in a little bit once we get into the game itself or into the simport itself. It's gonna be plenty of range and perfect pinpoint accuracy. My recommendation is you run this mech with 2 weapon groups. Weapon group number 1 is just going to be all your arm mounted weapons. Yeah, you see left arm and right arm together in one weapon group. And then the other weapon group is just your torso mounted weapons. That keeps this super simple. I also have a third weapon group that is chain firing all these weapons in case I need to take down some softer targets. The beauty of this mech is you only have to deal with one weapon system. It is super simple. You only have to deal with one weapon system. It's pinpoint, it is hit scan. That means there is no travel time of projectiles. There's no arc that you have to consider. See target, shoot target, done. It is super extremely powerful. I cannot reiterate, I can't state it enough how strong this build is. And it's also super simple. So this is the perfect build for a klutz like me to go in there and make a huge mess. Let's jump into the simulator and have a quick look at what it does to the targets. Alright, now we're in the simulator right now, and as you can see, we're running Jade in the Direwolf, and with his skill tree and everything else, not even running a targeting computer, I have 500 meters, basically optimal range for my medium pulses. That means I can shoot stuff up to almost 1,000 meters. You don't need any ER lasers for that. This is just medium pulse lasers. This is plenty of range, more than you will ever need. Most fights in this game I found happen below 600 meters. So don't worry about it. And like I said, like this target area, that is an optimal range. Let's see how many medium pulse laser shots we need to take this down. Well, this Igor died with 2 medium pulses. We had 13 more available. Like I said, soft targets, you can just chain fire it, right? Easy peasy. 2 shots here, 3 shots here, 2 shots here, boom, done. Easy peasy. More interesting, of course, are the mechs. Here we have our Atlas, which is one of our standard targets. I'm gonna shoot straight onto his center torso, full alpha strike, and let's have a look at the damage done. It's not gonna kill the Atlas in one shot, because we could build for that, of course, but it would be at a significantly higher heat to our mech, and we want this to be damage over time, extremely high damage over time with the potential to one-shot mechs. But for assault mechs, I'm fine needing a secondary tap, for example, from the arm-mounted medium pulses. Right? That is fine. That is 1.5 salvos to take down an Atlas. Right here, that's a 75-ton Marauder. One shot. One shot. Did you see how much heat we generated? It wasn't that much. Once again, right now we're at 0 heat. Let's shoot the Marauder. 35 heat. And it's going down. Once we can shoot again, we're like at 20-ish. So what you could do, or how this looks like in a fight, let's say we are getting attacked by the Atlas, the Marauder, and that Centurion over here. So Centurion, I see that first. I know that's a one-shot. Switch over to the Marauder, wait for the Marauder to stop around dancing. It's a one-shot. Then the Atlas comes in. Well, we shoot the Atlas, give him a full alpha. I know I can shoot him with my lasers in the arm. Boom, fine. And we have enough energy left, or enough heat left too. Kill another Marauder, and we're still not overheated. What is that? Oh my god, another Centurion is coming in. Oh, well, he's dead. And now we're overheated. Such a pity. But now we can fire again, and boom, another heavy back down with one shot. So it has enough cooling that you can take down mechs super quickly. At some point you're gonna be hot, you take a little bit of time to cool down, and then once again, like I said, another Atlas coming in, no problem, take it down. Yeah, switching over to the next mech, Centurion, that didn't take him down, we give him a one shot with 1-2, down. Then you're getting attacked by more targets from the top. Like I said, use chain fire for the softer targets, no problem, easy peasy, gets taken down, no problem. And then once again, heavy mech, gone. Like I said guys, super powerful build. You don't have to think much, you're only running one weapon system in 2 firing groups, left mouse button, right mouse button, or whatever you use for your control scheme. Super easy to control, and a flippin' heckload of damage. Of course, moving targets are always a little bit more difficult, but I mean, light mechs, it's not even a contest. That's Centurion right here, we still got it down. What would be a problem is like a moving Marauder. You're not gonna hit the CT, but you would just take away one side torso and then the next side torso in the next volley, and boom, that thing is completely disarmed and it's gonna eject, because mechs that are disarmed always get ejected. Hope this video is helpful to you. Hope you're gonna go ahead and try out this build. I'm not gonna show any gameplay scenes right now because the game is too fresh and I don't wanna spoil anything. So I'm using the little training yard right here to try out these builds. Some people have asked me, how do you get there? Easy peasy. Barracks. And then that simulator port that is in the background, where the TV screen is, that's a simulator port. You click on that, you can replay all the missions, and you can go to these training grounds, and the first selection is actually this shooting range. And of course, if you can shoot at cockpits, then you just need half your weapons, right? Easy peasy. So, even more damage. Guys, I cannot overstate how good and effective this mech is. Really hope you go ahead and try it out. Let me know how it goes for you. If you have other builds that you really love and want to share with the community, put them in the comment section. If you have mechs that you're completely struggling with, let me know in the comments as well, and we'll find out a way to make them work for you. At this point, of course, I would like to say thank you so much to all my amazing supporters. Guys, I literally couldn't do this without you. And if you're right there, are not a supporter yet and would like to say thanks for the videos, then please have a look at the video description. You will find links to my Patreon, my merch store, all the hardware that I'm currently using that you can get on Amazon, or of course you can become a channel member or send a super thanks right here on YouTube. Thank you.